Anderson had one quick opening on Hill, and he took full advantage, makes the block pass, and that was for the number 1 spot, and he would not be headed from there. Jason Anderson, Supercross champion of the world in 2018, so he lives up to his billing by winning this heat race. But you gotta show respect for Josh Hill. It doesn't matter what type of bike, what type of race. When that guy shows up, he goes fast.
Yeah, and he's had a rough go at it. He had a really bad injury years and years ago, and it has taken him a long time to get back to what I think the form that he was when he had that, just before he had that injury. So it's great to see Josh riding well, and man, we know, I mean, he is so talented on a motorcycle. He can do a lot of things that most guys can't, and great to see him in good form.
KTM Junior Challenge ready. Let's send it to Lee.
All right, guys. Well, I'm down here. We've got a bunch of very keen kids ready to get into it. I've got a kid by the name of Harlan Vardnell. He is number 7, and he's 8 years old. This kid's a young gun. He's pretty keen. Are you ready to get out there and get amongst it?
Yes.
Now, can you tell me, who's your favourite rider?
Ben Townley, because he's from Taupo like me.
Oh, that's a good answer. I like it. You think he's going to hand it to the greatest rider of all time, Ricky Carmichael, later on tonight?
He'll thrash him.
Oh, he's called you out, BT. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Harlan one more time. He's about to get into it.
Well, everybody's putting their hands together except maybe you, Ricky, because he said you're going to get thrashed by Ben Townley.
I very well could. You can tell he's Ben Townley's neighbor. Ben has coached him well on what to say.
Okay, all right. We'll go find someone in Tallahassee to back you.
There you
so
go.
Find some local kid.
I would be disappointed if my neighbor didn't have the same reaction.
Okay, all right. No harm, no foul. KTM Mini Challenge will have the young kids out here. It's an amazing experience. We get to do this here, obviously familiar with it in the United States as well. This is not something that I don't think you had the chance to do back when you were this age. It's an amazing opportunity for these kids to go on the same track, same crowd, same night.
Yeah, it certainly is. And to be in this environment, you know, there's a really packed stadium. These fans are yelling, screaming for you. So to learn what that atmosphere is like at a young age definitely helps if these guys want to be Supercross champions or race Monster Energy Supercross someday, or even here in this series.
Well, speaking of Ben Townley, we had a chance to talk to him yesterday in our press conference. He even built a Supercross track at his house because his goal is to try to get the New Zealand riders a little bit more experience and try to build the system so more New Zealand talent comes to the ranks. So when you have an event like this and these young kids get this experience, who knows? Maybe 10 years from now, we're talking about today's 8-year-olds being a really fast 18-year-old on the rise and as one to watch.
Certainly, I think that's great what Ben has done, and he's given the opportunity to these young guys. Like you said, Jason, Supercross is the future. It's where everybody wants to be. It's exciting racing, action-packed, and the more laps that you can get at this age, the better off you're going to be.
So we'll see how it goes here in the KTM Mini Challenge. And they're about to drop the gates on this one. We got a jam-packed night of racing. Both SX2 and SX1 will have freestyle, the Anzac versus USA Showdown, and this KTM Mini Challenge. We are underway. Before Levi McMaster got into turn 1 in the lead, but it looks like the 6 Isla Nagel battling. But the 4 of McMaster is McMastering it right now. But, hey, they know how to use bull turns, trying to make passes, squaring each other up. Rider down, he's okay. The number 3 of Jack Bennett. But first opportunity to make a pass, they went for it. Oh, a couple riders down. Luckily, everybody okay. That's the number 8 of Lockheed.
You can see right here, number, the 3 goes sideways. Ooh. He goes down, and it's kind of a ripple effect after that. Track gets a little clogged, but look at this battle weege.
Not messing around, these two. They've already passed each other twice, headed to the triples. Don't jump that, kids. And here's another bull turn, so another opportunity. McMaster with the lead. How long?
It is really incredible just how fast these little guys can go on these small motorcycles. The wheels are so tiny, but yet they are so good at carrying their speed, jumping. Oh!
And we got some racecraft here, going from outside to inside to grab the lead. The number 6 of Nagel. So now to the number 1 spot. You wouldn't know these kids don't have a lot of experience doing this kind of thing.
I know that was an advanced move there to take the lead.
So Isla Nagel into the #1 spot. McMaster in second. They pulled away from everyone else, but I don't think this battle is over.
No, McMaster, he wants a little bit more of that action. Might try to put the same move.
That's right.
Back to get to the lead.
And they're doing the entire racetrack, and that includes the whoops. And they're not cruising through here. They are doing everything they can, trying to make up time.
I gotta tell you, it is harder to roll through the whoops like that than it is to blitz the whoops like the big guys are doing. So big props to these younger guys out here, and they are riding at an incredible pace right now, keeping their speed up. They gotta keep these bikes rolling to be able to get over these jumps. These guys are in a league of their own right here.
Yeah, as Lee mentioned, you've ridden some laps on this track this afternoon, and the riders are telling me the jumps are steep, the transitions are pretty abrupt. It is not an easy track.
It certainly isn't. The jumps are really steep, so if there's one little miscue, it can end up poorly for you. So the timing is of the essence, like it always is, but it's especially important here tonight with how the jumps are.
And these kids making it happen right now, but Isla Nagel starting to pull away at the #6. You do have that #4, Levi McMaster in second. This section of the track seems to work better. McMaster closes in. Oh, but a little mistake there. It's a classic. It's coming down to tenths of a second here and there. That's how close. This is what we call the yo-yo battle. The lead gets bigger and then it shrinks again. One more mistake for McMaster in those groups, and that is allowing Isla to pull away just a little. Man, they got to line it up in those runs too.
That's all Isla needed was a little bobble from McMaster. Now you can see the gap there on the screen, and man, starting to come into some lap riders here.
That shows how quickly they're going, and they're already in the lap traffic on the third lap. Oh! And he goes down, so our leader goes down, and I believe that was the #4, McMaster, that slides by. So Isla Nagel is down. That's going to change it in a hurry. Wow. Well, hey, we mentioned how slick this track is.
Yeah, he tries to square up, go up the inside, turns a little bit too early, leans the bike over, loses grip with the tires. The dirt is really marbly and loose right there, and he just had a little bit too much leaning over, just a little bit too much. And look at McMaster on that #4. Never bet against #4.
Okay, that's fair. The font, by the way, on the riding bib, that's fairly familiar. #4 there. And up front, also. So taking all the cues. So McMaster is the McMaster of it right now. I don't know if there's going to be time for our former leader to try to close back in. Here's McMaster trying to bring it home in the KTM Mini Challenge tonight. And I'm impressed with the speed of both of them. Look, the leader only went down because he was lapping people on the second lap. That's impressive.
Yeah. Incredible speed, and it is so cool to see the young talent in Supercross and just dirt bikes in general, how fast these little riders are. It's
well, I've talked to you about it quite a bit. I mean, look, you race mini cycles and you were quite successful in your time. But you said quite a bit how much the game has changed at the younger level compared to your time.
Oh, it's completely different. These guys have way more talent, and there's so much depth. A lot of guys are fast, and you're seeing it right here between our two leaders. I mean, it's just what they are able to do on these little machines is impressive.
Winding this one down, our KTM Mini Challenge. And as I said, a lot more racing coming your way. Oh, another crash for Isla here. Oh, that's actually the #5 that went down.
No, that's Isla.
Yeah, that's the most 5-looking 6 or 6-looking 5 I've ever seen in the back of the jersey. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Oh.
He got a little bit too much traction on the backside of that whoop and almost doubled it.
Yes, I know. Gonna start blitzing. Checkered flag is out. McMaster masters Mount Smart Stadium here in Auckland and takes the victory. And that is the goal for some of these local riders to get some experience in Supercross, and who knows, maybe the McMaster name will be racing out here as a professional some years down the road. The crowd definitely liked that show. These kids really went for it.
Look at it, he is amped. This is like a dream come true for these guys. They're riding on the same track as their heroes.
We'll give you the replay here and some of the highlights of this KTM Mini Challenge. This crash early on, luckily everybody got back up. But it was a domino effect. And then a battle for the lead. Back and forth they went. It was a great fight. Once Isla got into the lead, I thought it might have been over. McMaster was shadowing from the number 2 spot. He made a few mistakes, but then the leader ran into lap traffic and ran into some problems, crashed, and that opened it up. McMaster was unchallenged from there.
All right, guys, we're down here with these little rippers that just managed to get themselves a podium on the little KTM 50s. What a great job. We'll start off with second place. Will you please give a big warm welcome and a massive round of applause to Jaden Bryan. Jaden, what an amazing experience for you. Did you have a lot of fun out there?
Yes.
Now, are you going to tell me who's your favourite rider? Are you another Ben Townley fan?
No.
Who's your favourite rider?
Chad Reed.
Chad Reed! Have we got any Chad Reed fans in the house? There we go. I think we've got some Ben Townley fans though. Well, either way, a massive congratulations to you. And will we please put our hands together one more time for third place on the podium? One last time is to Jaden Bryan. Well done, young lad. And in second place, he did a great job. Found himself right up there on the podium. Let's give another round of applause for Case Shuttleworth. Case, you did a great job there. You were right there in the mix. You're only one spot off getting the win, but still a great job for second place. Were you feeling good on the bike out there?
Yeah.
Do you race when you're back at home?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what your home club is?
Nelson?
Nelson, okay. And have you got another race coming up soon?
I think so.
All right, well, I'd like to wish you the best of luck, yeah? Did you have a good fun time here tonight with such a massive crowd here in Auckland?
Yeah.
All right, good job. A kid of many words. Will you please put your hands together one more time for Case Shuttleworth? And the winner. You don't get much better than that. What an amazing job from this young kid, number 4. Will you please put your hands together for Levi McMaster? What a smile you've got on your face. I reckon I could see that from a mile away. Are you happy? Of course you are. Now, what's your favourite experience that you've had so far from being here at Auckland for the Supercross Open? Have you met some special people? You met Chad Reed as well. Okay, well, another Chad Reed fan. I like it. Awesome job. First, second and third place. But please give a big round of applause one more time for the winner of our KTM 50s, Mr. Levi McMaster.
We're getting ready for the celebrity race, which isn't too far away, but why don't we celebrate something special here in New Zealand? Our WMX World Champion, Courtney Duncan's in the house, everybody. How about that?